Welcome back to our Friday chat, Linda.
Yes, it's another beautiful day, I hope.
Yeah. Well, we are still using Melissa under our tongue.
We are.
Yes, it's been about 2 weeks now. So we're on day 11 today. It's not any more enjoyable, is it?
No.
Taste-wise.
It's not my favorite taste at all. But there are a lot of uses for it, and it's supposed to be one of our most powerful oils, actually. And I mean, so many things. And like, I've had a bit of a, I don't know what lately, but I've been using a lot of it on the bottoms of my feet too.
Oh, and good.
Combining it with On Guard and oregano, and just using it because it's proven. So
yeah. Now, are there we had somebody reach out this morning to us about the Melissa and using it under our tongue, and wondering if there were other oils that we would suggest could also be taken in this way internally instead of in a capsule. Are there any that you can think of that you would suggest?
Well, I know they always say frankincense.
Mm-hmm.
Frankincense, and that one can be taken under your tongue.
She was asking me about DDR. I thought that could be taken that way. And I said, yeah, definitely that could be. And I believe, I might be wrong on this, it's been a little while since I looked, but the tiny little soft gels of the DDR prime, I'm thinking they might have like maybe 5 drops of the oil in them. And I suggested if you were doing it under your tongue, though, if you don't want to do 1 drop, maybe 2. And we talk about when we take things underneath our tongue, that it's more powerful than when we take them in a capsule, because our body can absorb them from underneath our tongue or in our mouth more quickly and get it distributed throughout the body. So I think that's the benefit that maybe we haven't spoke about before, and why you'd want to do something in your mouth in a capsule. Even though it may not be the best taste, you're going to get a more powerful experience.
Right.
I'd also say one of the ones that I do if I'm not feeling well is On Guard, or if I know I'm going to be traveling, to also help boost the immune system. So those are some of the ones that I would put in my mouth directly. I also have peppermint. Like if you have a headache, put some on your thumb and put it to the roof of your mouth. I've done that too.
And I think that's also good for if you've got phlegm, to put some on the top of your mouth.
Okay. And Digestion. Have you ever dropped that? Like if you have heartburn or an upset stomach, just a drop under your tongue instead of a cup.
But yeah, because Digestion has a bit of a, I think to me it's like a licorice taste.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So again, it's not one of my favorite, but I think we have to think about our health, and it's like, okay, taking that other stuff, we never liked it either as a child, but I had to take like a cherry cough syrup. Oh my word, that was the worst.
Yeah. Yes, you have to like reprogram your mind and say, this is natural medicine. I have taken medicine throughout my life, and I've never taken it because I enjoy the way it tastes. I always take it because I want the result it's going to give me. So we have to kind of reprogram our mind, what are these essential oils meant for? Why would I put it in my mouth? And once you do that, then I think you can get over the fact that it doesn't taste good. Well, no, most of them don't taste good.
Yeah.
So, well, this Melissa keeps surprising us again and again with benefits and its power that it has over our body. So one of the things that it describes as a benefit is hypotensive That's one of the properties of it, which means that it can help lower your blood pressure and reduce hypertension. I thought that was a great benefit.
That is a great benefit. I know that I use a roller bottle that has pink pepper and a couple of other things, you know, just for hypertension. And I especially do it when I go to the doctor for a visit, because I don't know, it's like, oh, when they put that blood pressure machine on you, it's like, oh, and so I've been, you know, let's relax a bit. And last time it was great. It was 110 over something or other. It was great. But I think help, you know, putting a drop of that under my tongue is, you know.
Yeah, so they could get a true reading instead of, or like, I am stressed and now you're going to take it. And of course it's going to read higher than it really is. Yeah. Now, have you ever heard of this benefit or know what this is? The nervine, it's known as a nervine.
I have not heard of it, but when I think nervine, it has something to do with nerves, because I'm looking at these word parts and I'm thinking, huh. And that's exactly right. It does have to do with nerves and the nervous system, and it acts as a way to, you know, vertigo. I mean, that was the one that really surprised me, is to think vertigo or anxiety, even if you were having some kind of spasms. So we're thinking nervine, nerves, and so it seems like it has a lot to do with our body systems. But I'm fascinated because my husband has vertigo from time to time, and that's just interesting.
Yeah, gives you another alternative to your teleprism, right? That's what you guys typically use. Yeah. Well, for those of you who have trouble sleeping, Melissa is also a natural sedative. Thought that was interesting to find out about it. And it really helps with soothing your mind and your body. And again, it gets in there and it helps relieve any impact and nervousness. But I think as a sedative, I don't know if you'd have to put it underneath your tongue to get that result. You might try both. You might try under the tongue. You might try even, they've always said for the other oils that we use for sleep, to put them on your big toe. So that could be another place to apply and see which works best for you. And then what's the last one? Do you remember what the last one was?
It's febrifuge, and I'm thinking centrifuge, centra, you know, fuge things, but febrifuge is means that it's effective for reducing fevers, or just somehow bringing down body temperatures during fevers. And it actually, you know, putting it under your tongue is a good thing to do, because it helps the body get rid of toxins that the body has during fevers, you know, and it helps through sweating. So
I think that is, I know a lot of times when children or grown-ups have a fever, we try to take something that will reduce the fever. But if we completely just reduce the fever, then aren't we doing the opposite of what the body's trying to do? Like the body's fighting hard to get that thing out. And that's why the temperatures rise. And again, it's pulling out those toxins or the virus and trying to help our body recover. So if we completely flatten out the fever, then haven't we done the opposite? So Melissa sounds like it will reduce the temperature, but continue to pull those toxins from the body. So I think that's pretty neat. I've never really heard anybody talk about that before.
No, I haven't either, because it's like, okay, we put peppermint on to reduce fever, but this sounds like it has more of a healing property in it. that does more than just reduce the fever.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty interesting. And then there was a couple other things that I thought really stood out to me. The Alzheimer's, that this is something that's really being studied to see if it can help serve as a natural treatment for Alzheimer's. And I would think in that regard, if they're using it for that, they would want it as close to the brain as possible. So I'm thinking the roof of the mouth would be a great place to apply that. So, if that's something that your family has, like that's something that you've seen in older generations in your family, then it might be something that you'd want to do every day just as a treatment, a preventative, because if they're studying it, they must be seeing some sort of connection between it.
And you would think, well, you would do it early on.
Yeah.
If you recognize it early on, but yeah.
Get in front of it. Right. So is there anything else you'd want to share about Melissa?
Well, we've talked about taking it under our tongue, but it has also been good for, they say, cold sores. And so definitely then things of the mouth, herpes, fever, blisters, those types of things. And the one that I never thought about was skin health.
Yeah.
That, it will naturally treat eczema, acne, and minor wounds. And I don't know, when we had masks, that was what right across here, didn't matter if you wore makeup or no makeup or how clean, it just like right there. And I'm thinking, that would be a really good one for skin health.
Right. I'm wondering too, you can apply it topically where you see, skin irritation. But if you're taking it internally, it will also help fight from the inside out. Like we always teach, something's happening in your gut. So if you get that oil in your body, I think it'll help from the inside out as well. Yeah. Well, as we add up all these different benefits that we're seeing from Melissa, I think right now we're at energy levels increasing, the feeling of joy and happiness. So you're relieving some of the stresses and tension, and then way better sleep. So those are any of the things that you might want to increase in your life. This might be an oil that you want to try for the 20 days. So Linda,
it might just become a habit.
Right? It might. And you might start to like the taste. I don't know. We'll see at the end of the 21 days, right? Yes. So, and make sure if you guys, you're watching our video in the email, make sure you check out that link for the upcoming 12 days of Christmas cheer. I think everybody will love that event, and not only what you will gain from being part of it, but there are opportunities where we will actually, there's a fee, a $5 fee to participate, but you're going to get a chance then with that $5 fee to give to a family in need this Christmas season. So I think it's a great package. Like you're getting something, other people are getting something, and I just think it'll really fill up your holiday, I don't know, what did I say? Your holiday bucket. You've kind of checked off all the marks. I'm doing everything I can for other people, for myself. I'm learning about oils, and it's just everything. I think you're going to really like it. 12 days of Christmas.
I think it's going to be pretty exciting, really.
All right. Well, you'll hang in there. We're almost to having our families over for the big feast. So I hope you all are having fun planning for that. What do we have? We still have a week and a half until that happens. But hopefully you're not too stressed out about it, and you're getting everything organized and ready to go. So All right. Well, we look forward to seeing everyone soon.